Hey guys, Moose here. We are here with a new series, playing Life is Feudal Forest Village. Audio might be slightly off for this one, but we'll see how it goes. I think I've got everything set up right. Anyway, we are starting off. Our village will be named Trantor, which is a reference to the capital planet in the Foundation series for a while. It wasn't the only capital planet that existed during that series, but it's the main one, I think. Not that I'm an expert, just some books I've read. I like this map. I went with a normal size map, not a small one, because I like having more space to spread out. It's quite big. I tried out the game prior to doing this, but I like that we're starting on a little plot, like a little island of our own, before we kind of branch off into the larger island. So hopefully this will work out well. I'm still a bit sick, not too sick. Game audio might be kind of low. That's probably the direction that the error is in on this, so we'll adjust as necessary. Alright, loading in. So there's a lot of stuff I don't know about this game yet, so we're going to be learning, but I'm looking forward to it, because this kind of seems like everything I wanted from Banished and couldn't have. So first thing we're going to do is get that up, and then deforest all the things. Clear some space. And one thing that I've noticed so far that I already don't really like is that it is really hard to like get rid of trees. They come back unbelievably quickly, and it's very frustrating. But let's kick this up to 10x speed. Someone doesn't have a house. Right. I'm gonna build a shitty house real quick. Where can we place this? This is actually problematic. There's a lot of hills around here. I don't really want to put it down here, because this is kind of a fishing area. Yeah, this is actually a problem. I guess we'll do some terraforming then. Flatten. And kind of go like that, I guess. And we'll see if they do it. Yeah, they're gonna do it. So I think we need to designate a builder for that potentially. I don't think it happens on its own. So unfortunately, they're not really flattening it here. It's yeah, this is not really what I had envisioned here. You can see it's kind of like it's flat, but it's like on a raised little whatever. That's acceptable. I'll build the hut. Get that going, and we have the builder already, even though I probably didn't need him for the other thing, so he'll work on that. And we have our barn, and we have our warehouse. Surprised we start with ore. So first off, obviously food is critical. So we're going to worry about that right away. Kind of put it as far off to this side as possible. Right there. That seems fine. Okay, everyone's got a house now. Definitely going to have to do some flattening. I haven't played with those tools too much yet. I got to kind of figure out how to make that work, but it shouldn't be a problem. I just have to like select the whole area, but that's kind of shitty. We want 3 fishers right away, get rid of the builder. And now we're pretty much, as silly as this sounds, we're stable for the moment. Because these guys are going to get plenty of food, I know this from experience. So what we can do is probably we're going to get a couple people. By the way, this is hilarious to me. 3-year-old teenager, 22-year-old, normal. Let's find a good example. I don't know if we have one yet. Yeah, this is a completely reasonable couple. They seem to move around between buildings, but one of my favorite things to do in Banished was kind of watch the names of people as they move between houses and then like wind up with like a 5-year-old woman. I mean, it's not actual years, so I'm guessing 5 is more like 15 or 20. So multiply by 3 or 4 to actually get the real age or something. Or maybe not, I don't know. Maybe it's a logarithmic or inverse. I mean, no, not logarithmic. Inverse exponential. So they grow up much faster, but then once they're old, it progresses normally. So the aging initially is very quick. They reach adulthood extremely quickly. But anyway, the point is, it's really funny to see this like 30-year age gap between like a teenager and like an old man living in a house and having kids. And then watching them have a male and a female child, and then those two kids go off and get their own house and have kids together because it doesn't track genealogy at all. So I was always amused by that, as it's not morbid, but it is strange. But it's funny to see that like that wasn't something that was accounted for. Which I don't think there's anything wrong with that, it's just amusing to see. So I'm not really sure how you get more people. I'm assuming it's similar to Banished in that you just build more houses, so I'm going to be looking to do that early here. I read that you want to have a hunter's cabin kind of near home, because you want to keep animals out of the town. So we're going to go ahead and build one of those right there. And I close the people thing. I always do that. Get a builder. And that should be fine. They'll put that up relatively quickly. Yep, just need the builder. He's doing good work. And as soon as it's up, we will assign someone. Yep, and then yeah, I closed it again. Get rid of the builder. Because we have only 2 workers, so that's going to be an issue. But we are going to need them for a lot of different things. So what do I want to do here? I'm assuming it doesn't let you move the ground that... Yeah, it doesn't. Okay. So how's this gonna... Is it? I can't tell if it's selecting. Okay, it is. Yeah, but like that's not really ideal. So what if I go like this? There we go. I don't really like how this works exactly. I'd rather just on a tile-by-tile basis tell them to lower it. Sorry, I got a cough real quick. I am getting much better, but I'm still a bit sick. There we are. I just wish it was a little bit more... Because my main issue with it is that it generates like a weird area. It's not like you're leveling it to... I'd rather like sample one elevation and then match the others to it. That would be much easier for me to understand what's happening. And there may be a tool to do that, but I don't know it. Anyway, that's fine. I think someone reached adulthood? Yeah. Sabiter has grown up and is ready to work. Fantastic. Let's check the houses here. See, 26 and 6 with a 4-year-old kid. Yeah. Well, no, she moved. Obviously, they didn't reproduce together. They move around. It's very annoying. I wish they stuck with, like, actual family units. That would be much more interesting to me. But I get why that doesn't work that way. All right, we'll build another house. Assign a laborer. Basically, the only reason I'm doing this, because I don't need more houses, is I'm just seeing if I can inspire them to reproduce more. That's my only desire. So we're not getting meat, from the look of it. Or maybe they've just eaten it quickly? I don't know. We're not cooking, and I know you can do cooking in this game, so I don't know if they're eating raw meat or what. Alright, people moved in immediately. Every home is occupied. This is good. Sorry, I got a cough again. I think my next short-term concern is going to be firewood, so let's look into that. I know this is really disorganized right now. This is our resource gathering area. So long term, we're going to demolish all this and have like a separate... We're going to restart the town basically with like real stuff, like an actual town. So where is the firewood guy? I built it in my little test playthrough. So I know it's in here. I just don't recall where. Oh, a crypt. That's cool. Probably still just burn everyone, though. I don't see any reason not to. I'm glad that you have to... Okay, yeah, it's going to be here. Lumberjack's Lodge, I think, is the one? Yeah, that's it. I like that it's, you know, you actually have to dispose of corpses. That's interesting to me. I enjoy that that's a mechanic. Rather than just, you know, oh, they died, alright, well... Or like, oh, alright, well, you gotta build a graveyard, but it doesn't matter where, it's not, like, nothing... I mean, I guess pyres aren't really more interesting than that, but I feel like it's more interesting to me. That may be... that may be incorrect, it's not actually more interesting, but I like it. I don't know. Personal opinion, I suppose. So we're probably gonna build a port here, long term. I like this kind of... This is rare. I almost never find, like, a straight shoreline there. Alright, get rid of the builder and put them to work on firewood, and we're going to change the limit to, I think, 1,000, because I can tell you from experience we get a lot of wood very quickly. Because trees grow back very fast, and we cut them down pretty quickly, so we're gonna burn right through it. Though right now we don't have that many workers, so it's, you know, not great. But let's see, we have a child. A lot of the time they die at birth, but let's see if anyone else gets pregnant. Right now it's this is the only different gender pair. Everyone else is same sex. So this is the only... Can this 5-year-old knock up the 22-year-old and the 4-year-old? Who knows? Because technically... Oh, he's a teenager. Okay, I think when they turn 6 they become an adult. I don't know, like, how the hell that works, honestly. Because I don't think that it's a full in-game year for them to actually go a year. Maybe it's like each season they grow. I don't know. It's very strange. It's interesting, though. That's kind of the... Laughing at that mechanic is always kind of the thing that I enjoy doing a lot here. Looks like we're doing a good job clearing out over here. Still got a lot of work here, but that's fine. We might want to start prioritizing chopping wood rather than just doing everything. Who was here? Let's collect all. Oh, okay, collect wood. Alright. I was hitting the wrong one. Okay. Just reinforcing that I want them to do that. Alright, so right now we're basically just waiting for people to grow up. It looks like one of them did. Oh no, that's still a teenager. Okay. So it looks like it's winter. Yeah, fall of year 1. So it's not winter, but we're definitely getting there. What are our next moves here? We're going to be fine on food for a while, but we probably want to build a gatherer's hut anyway, because we're going to... Apparently variety in diet matters, and right now we're pretty much just like, oh yeah, everyone eats fish all the time. We're basically... This is completely untrue, but we're like half of Japan. By which I mean, like, if you added rice to this, that would probably account for a lot of their diet. But I am far from being an expert on that. And I've actually been told that they don't actually eat that much sushi in Japan. Like, more sashimi and other, like, udon, soba, that kind of thing. And also completely unrelated foods that have nothing to do with soup, noodles, or fish. But I believe... I'd have a hard time imagining that per capita they don't consume more seafood than most other countries. Given that they're, like, the island country. You say Australia is that, but Australia's got a lot more landmass. I'll have to go, yep, teenager Daxton grew up. So can the 6-year-old impregnate the 22-year-old? Is that even how it works? Do they even have to be in the same home for that to happen, or is it just whatever? I guess we'll find out. Might have to build another house. Early winter. We're good on firewood, I think. Where is it? Yeah, we're totally good on firewood. We're actually worse on wood than we are on firewood, so we'll have to keep cutting down trees. I'm not worried about building a forester's lodge. Like I said, trees seem to come back very fast, so I'm not gonna sweat it. We should be totally fine for quite a while here. Auto-saving, of course. I'm glad that that doesn't interrupt the game. I really hate games where it freezes gameplay, but I understand why it might need to do that. And I'm actually very interested mechanically, like how the like when it autosaves without stopping you from doing something in game. Like at what point is it actually saving? And if it's taking a snapshot and then committing that to memory, why is it not instantaneous then? Because, I don't know. I just want to understand the mechanics of it. It seems interesting. Anyway, mostly just waiting. Like I said, we got a new laborer, so that helps. But ultimately, they still got a lot of trees to cut down. I think at this point, we probably just go hard and do another house. Because I really don't see any reason not to. And we're going to replace these with nicer houses eventually, because, of course, we don't want everyone to live in shacks forever. They're not the best. Probably be a lot of houses, not small houses, and then like a couple hostels in the center of town. Tools or something we're going to worry about, but this isn't... I know it looks low, but it's not going to go down for a while. This fruit and vegetables are really what I want to start worrying about. So probably the next thing we're going to do as we get more people is go for a gatherer's hut. I think that's going to be the right play. That said, I don't think this game is very hard. From what I can see, it's actually quite easy. Oh, we finally got a different sex couple. I think these are the two new... We only had one baby born, right? The two new adults, but yeah. Yep, Rebecca's pregnant. And that's it. This is a 22-year-old. I have to imagine that Daxton knocked up Rebecca, who may have been his mother. I'm not sure who was pregnant originally. I don't think it says in the log. That's kind of funny. I don't know. I think it's funny. I realize that that might be uncomfortable to a lot of people, but the fact... I mean, that's what the game says. It's not me coming up with this. The game has suggested that this is what happened. The 6-year-old knocked up the 22-year-old. Which, yeah, hey, if your village needs to grow, if any means necessary, right? I guess. But Banished was way better for that, because you didn't have people moving between houses. This one is a little ambiguous. Like, it doesn't really control any of it, so it's just kind of all over the place. Did we get a new baby? No, we didn't. There's just the one. Maybe not. Where's the teenager? Tori. So did we start with I don't know, whatever. I think only one baby, yeah. Only had one baby, so that must have been Tori. Or no, that must have been Sultan. Interesting. Who's living with Emil. Though again, I think that's meaningless. So it says food reserves are low, but I think that just means that we don't have much variety. Because we really only have fish for the most part. But we're going to resolve that fairly soon here. And I'm going to cough again real quick. Apologies. So gatherers can't do anything during the winter. But it is late winter, so we might want to basically prepare for this ahead of time. Problem is we kind of cleared out a lot of the areas already. But if I... it's mostly... Nah, that's... okay. Well, they die during the winter anyway, so I think it's cyclical, they come back anyway. So if we go here... No, it was here. Gather... yeah, that right there. Gatherer's Lodge, or Gatherer's Hut. And we put it, like, right up here, I think. This looks good. Because we probably won't expand as much in this direction as we will in the other direction. So this can stay wild-ish. And we'll move over here predominantly, is what I meant to say. Promote a builder, so I can work on that. Gonna have to clear some stuff, that's fine. We have materials for it, I believe. Should not be an issue. And you can see there's already trees kind of coming back here. Alright. Fishermen are doing a fantastic job. Started with nothing, and now we've got 14k, or 1400. Yeah, we're in good shape. This looks good so far. Obviously that we could be doing better, but I believe I am allowing sufficient... yeah, we got 2 kids coming. Good, 2 kids en route. En route is what I meant to say. I don't see any issue with food, so I don't see any reason why we wouldn't just keep growing. In fact, I'm tempted to do another house. Yeah, let's do another house. Because I'm not really seeing anything that would tell me not to continue. Shit. This is one... Okay, 1 baby's born. That's good. But this is a problem because I just realized... shit. It's 1 block... It's 1 tile too short. And it doesn't level it, it just averages the 2. So I think that's good enough. I don't like it, but I think that's gonna be fine. Anyway, alright, let's promote 2 people, take the builder off. I'd like to have 3, but we have 1 hunting. And I think the reason we're doing that is I read that you want to keep animals out of town, because that avoids having issues with rabies, for example. There's diseases, apparently, that I didn't even know about that, but it makes sense. I like that it's actually, like, specific diseases. It's not just like, oh, they're sick, you have to give them herbs and they'll be better no matter what they have. But there's actually, like, different... You can get the plague, rabies... Oh, both babies got born, that's good. So do you have anyone else expecting? Yeah, 1 more. Wait. So the 8-year-old is expecting a baby. Man, Daxton's like really fucking getting around. Close. So we have 3 babies. Oh, Daxton's gonna go for Aya now, just making his way around the town. Guy's a stud. Alright, so we got... No, where's the other child? We got 1 child there. 1 child there. Oh, and 1 here. Okay. Alright, and then we have 1 person expecting. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That is very good. We want to continue growing. And if they finished... Did they finish? No, they haven't done shit yet. They're working on it, but they're not there yet. See, it has this incline. I'm really not a fan of that. I wish it would just be level is level and that's it. I don't want it to average. Because the problem is they're raising this part. It's not just get rid of it. They're actually raising part of it. But what are you going to do? The problem I have with it is that it's like, well... Wait, what the hell? Oh, it's a okay. I don't know. Ooh, building's on fire. That's okay. They'll deal with it. Sorry, I gotta cough again real quick. By the way, I know we're going long here. This series is going to be 20-minute videos, but for the first one I'm going to go for 30 just to kind of get us going a little bit. Or maybe 25. I'll probably stop at 25. Because it is relatively late and I do still have work to do today, so... Sucks, but that's fine. It's okay, you don't want to make videos that are too long anyway. That can be bad. Alright, I think they're done... Terraforming? Okay. So now we can do a little bit of experiment. Well, no, that's way too steep. Okay. This bothers me a lot. Can't you just lower it? I want to click, though. Whatever, it's not letting me do it. What if I do this, though? There we go. Alright, that should work. Alright, let's see if they do it. I think we're good. Yeah, see, trees are already growing on it again. So I think that works. So maybe I need to use that instead of... I need to use raise lower instead of level. Level flatten doesn't do what I think it does. So I just gotta be smarter about it. I think we're gonna put one more person on gathering. It seems better. Because I want people to have a healthy diet. Right now we're only getting vegetables, but that's okay. Vegetables are fine. If fish and vegetables, it's a, you know, it's a good meal. You can make a lot of good food with that. You get some nice salmon, you cook it with rice isn't a vegetable. Shit. Okay. Well, you take the meat, you make a gravy out of that, because hopefully you're getting bones in with this. So you make a bone broth, and then you use that to make a gravy, but we don't have flour or butter. Shit. What can you do with fish and vegetables and nothing else? I guess cooked fish with cooked vegetables. I don't know, man. I'm not very good at this. It's hard because you're used to having all those ingredients available to eat. Flour is ubiquitous. You have it everywhere. Butter, no problem. Got it all the time. But those actually take a great deal of effort to make. You know, butter, you need a cow, and then you need to milk it, and then you need to churn it. And then for flour, you need to get the wheat, and then, well, I think it's wheat. I mean, different kinds of flour, but some kind of source for it, and then you gotta grind it up. And you do have windmill. We can't make wheat. Wheat, that's actually like a thing here. Into a kiln. That's cool. I didn't even know there was pottery here. That's a lot of fun. Alright, are you done flattening? Almost. Good. Flattening is definitely going to be the way we have to go. Or not flattening, raising and lowering terrain. But that's fine. Whatever. Same difference. Let's build another house. You're not done. Come on, you're nearly there. But yeah, windmill is actually a thing right here. So we'll have one of those eventually, but not right now. We are not there yet. House. Oh, come on. Damn it. This little clip. Let's deal with that real quick. There we go. Alright, they'll get it eventually. Let's close that. We don't need it right now. Kind of obstructing our view a little bit. Yeah, we're doing well. Alright, we got some fruit. That's good. Got some hides. That's good too. Can you make clothes out of that? Alright, this is fantastic. So we're going to take him off that. We get another person to do other stuff because we don't really need 1,000. We're just stockpiling it. So that's a very good sign. I love this forest. I love how it looks. I like that they did a good job of making the trees all slightly different colors of green. It's very beautiful. And I like this kind of evening fog. That's not really fog, but I love fog. Anyway, I gotta cough real quick again, sorry. So yeah, sorry, we're not really doing that much in the game right now. A lot of it's waiting for fucking moth flying into my face. Waiting for people to get born. Go play in the light. You guys love running into lights. Go do that. Stop flying into my face. It's hard to see too, because you can see there's a lot of birds flying around on the screen, so the moth kind of blends in with that. I'm actually not sure where it went. It's kind of bothering me. That's okay. It's only a moth. Alright, Penelope, 1... Good. See, this is a normal family, except we already know that Daxton's knocked up like 3 different people, so he's probably going to bang Rebecca again. And Amel's just kind of hanging out. Tori and Colton? We got a sort of not really a family here. This is single, let's call it single dad. It's a single dad. Yeah, just the kid's house, I guess. The old lesbian couple. And old gay couple. See, we have a very inclusive community here. Anyone and everyone is welcome. Doesn't matter who you love, it's all good. Come have fun. probably get killed by my incompetence in about a year and a half. Or sooner. Alright. Yeah, just go 2 more houses. I really don't see any reason not to just go nuts and expand, like, a lot. So, we're gonna do that. And, oh, we did. We went 30 minutes accidentally. That's a good sign for the game. People have good balanced diets, it looks like. They're getting fruit, they're getting vegetables, they're getting fish, they're getting meat, they're getting bread, even though we're out of bread. Oh well. We'll figure it out. Anyway, that's going to do it for the first episode of Life is Feudal, Forest Village. I hope you enjoyed it. This series hopefully will be around for a while. It seems like the game has a good amount of content that I can kind of play around with and enjoy. It's something that I like to wind down with and kind of do. Obviously, as you can see from what I've played on my channel, I like city builders. I'm trying not to get pigeonholed into only playing city builders, but because I like a lot of other stuff, but we'll get there. Right now, Stonehearth, and hopefully this will do well on the channel, so I hope you enjoy it. If you like it, please feel free to let me know. Don't have to subscribe or like or anything, but if you want more, just say you want more. I'm more than happy to do that. You are customers effectively, so I'm here to generally try to do what you want me to do. So anyway, like I said for the 3rd time now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.